I manifested 80% of my vision board in 2025 using this technique. So if you are somebody that has big goals and a pretty stretchy vision for the year ahead, this is going to be something that you can use to hack your psychology so you start creating your reality today. So the technique itself is called a mind movie. It is a concept that I learned from Joe Dispenza. And before we get into how to create it, I just want to show you an example of what my camera roll looks like in comparison to the mind movie that I created. So I created this mind movie at the start of 2025. You can see that I've got images there around doing a bit more speaking in my business, around attracting dream clients, around being the healthiest version of me possible, calling in friendships, and some renovations that we were doing in our home. Now let's check out my camera roll. Are you kidding me? Like, how insane is this? When I say 80% of what I had in that mind movie has literally come to fruition, I'm not kidding you. I am living out my dream life, and it's all occurred and unfolded through this brainwashing technique that I use and taking the bold, intentional action day by day after it. Side note, if this is something that you are also wanting to create for your 2026 and you want this year to feel more easeful, to feel more fun, then my coaching circle is 100% for you. There's a bit more information down below if that's something that sounds like it may be aligned. So the mind movie itself is a Joe Dispenza concept. Now, he recommends that you watch this in both the morning when you first wake up and in the evenings before you go to bed. I assume that this is because this is when your brain is most malleable, and so you can start to lay new neural pathways through having that emotional connection with the content. To make this thing, it's actually super simple. I am a boomer when it comes to tech, and I've tried a few different approaches to it over the years. This is my 4th year of creating a mind movie, and I've used Instagram Reels, I've used CapCut, I've used TikTok. You can use Canva or some other piece of software, and all you really need to do is pick out your different images that feel really expansive to you. They should feel exciting, they should feel full of possibility, and probably a little bit stretchy as well. There should be some sort of emotional connection to that image. Now, once you've got about 9 to 12, maximum 15 different images, we then need to come up with your power statements or your mindset codes. The key here is that you don't want them to be too specific. We don't want to get bogged down in certain markers or milestones that's going to trigger our brain into more of that prefrontal cortex logical mode. We want to stay in that beautiful emotional memory creation area of the brain while we're looking at this kind of thing. And we do that through using really specific language. So you can see the language that I've used in my mind movie is really possibility focused. It's very expansive. It's talking about the reality, the identity of the version of me that I'm intentionally creating. This is what I want you to focus on too. So we want the statements to be I am statements. We want the statements to be as if this is your current reality, that you get paid exceptionally well for being you, that opportunities are constantly knocking on your door, that you have the most insane, incredible friendships, that you get the best opportunities through your work. So any statements like that are a bit more broad, a bit more general, but still feel really exciting, possibility-based, and are very much anchored into the thing that you are wanting to call in and you are wanting to create. Then it's literally you just popping all of those photos into your software and then popping the text over the photo. It is literally so simple. And in terms of timing, anywhere from about 3 to 5 seconds is usually pretty good. That will mean that then your mind movie doesn't end up too long. It will end up under 60 seconds. And I just find that low barrier to entry of it being less than 60 seconds means that I'm more likely to watch it in the mornings and the evenings every day, rather than it being this really time intensive thing that I only get to every so often. because the repetition piece is so important. That is how our brain fundamentally rewires, is through emotion and repetition. And we're hitting both of them with this thing. So once you have it all together, you can add some music over the top. I then just download it and save it to the favorites in my camera roll. Again, boomer energy when it comes to technology. But that just means that it's super easily accessible for me. And then I pop a reminder in my phone. My alarm to go to bed in the evenings, because I'm a really early riser, goes off at about 8:30, and it reminds me to watch the Mind movie. Then in the mornings, my Mind movie slots really easily into my transition to waking, pouring my water, setting up for the gym, etc. And that's it. That's as simple as it is. It should literally take you maximum an hour to put all of this together once you've put a bit of thought into the images, into the statements. I can't wait to see what comes of this next year once you use this really incredible tool.